the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Lots of room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Pass to 6. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hits him with a stiff arm. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Inside the 35. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Turns it upfield. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Looking for room. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the gun, it's Pryor. He's got the first down. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rolls right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the misconnection on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Snags it, and he's open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a get the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll give it to Ball. At the 20, he's got space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff for Ball. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Making the adjustment. Rides to the back. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just keeps moving. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the counter. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Dangerous throw on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the gun. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide receiver going in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Bentley. Tight end finds a soft spot. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From deep, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Ball. Under pressure. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Probably a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Rushes on, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking for space. It's Blaylock. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Dead center perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of this drive. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ball. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ball. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Out wide right, it's Wilson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Gets rid of it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. But all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. Left side, it's Jackson. He's running free down the middle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Gets it into the end zone.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Trying to put points on the board right before the half. Sets his feet. It's Bentley. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside. It's Blaylock. Got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the number 7 team, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
And it's Arizona with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS.
Makes the grab on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to ball. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge. You're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air, it's Bentley. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to looking to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Churns into the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
He unleashes a long one. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Right side, it's Blaylock. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, that's unfortunate. This receiver's got real strong hands, and that's why they put this play in their playbook. They know if he goes down the field, jumps up, he's got the hands to bring it in on that play. He just couldn't get it done.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Right down the gut of the field. The 20, the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. quick give. It's Blaylock. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Running through contact. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Blaylock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now, this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Play action on 1st down. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And what a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
3rd and long situation. We're bringing an extra deep.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Robinson. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that.
He's looking, pressure's coming, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Jaden one more time. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Makes the grab, and they're space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Look out. On target. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella to the corner. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team